Alrighty. So, back in the simulator, back to racing, doing our thing. We are going to try to find the secret formula tonight. And when I say formula, I mean license. You'll notice a big red spot in the middle of this. I don't really care about dirt road racing. That ain't my style anyways. But I'm tired of having a red formula race license. It's kind of pissing me off a little bit, if I'm perfectly honest. We did really well on our oval race the other night. Get those results pulled up. Where's that at? Bear with me for a minute here. For some reason, there we go. Oh yeah, I was looking at driver standings. I am officially in the top 32,000 in the world, and I've only had this game for a few. Damn, I've done 1,500 laps. That's amazing. I've led 16 laps. I'm doing all right. Of course, then you got Joel M. Smith here. Look at these guys. There are now 6 people in the world with a 10,000 I rating. And one of them's Ty Majeski, which is friggin' wild. Hey, hello. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to call you K if that's all right, because I'm not sure how to enunciate that.
You're American. You can't enunciate.
Okay, how would you say KEKDHH_5?
Hey, Dak.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to go with K, because that hurts my brain to read. What are you up to tonight, Ghoulie?
I just got off call. I have spent about 8 hours trying to get Lil AI ready for beta, which we are basically there. We just need to do some testing.
Congrats.
And it is 2 a.m. and I'm about to go pass out because I'm really tired.
I was surprised you jumped on. I know it's very late for you there, even though it is a Friday night.
Oh yeah, I did
for
also
you it's Saturday morning.
Well, yeah. I did also do a F4 race on that track that I was telling you about.
That's, where is F4 this week? Winton?
Oran Park.
Oran Park. I don't
In
know.
the APAC version, anyway.
It's Oran Park. Oh, I do know this racetrack. I raced here one
so
time.
difficult.
Yeah.
Just that first braking zone is so fucking difficult, man.
I can believe it, if I'm honest. That's a tricky track, especially with the crossover and the elevation changes up over the bridge and stuff.
Yeah.
That is not easy.
With the F4, it's very, very difficult. But I started 16th, got rear-ended on the first lap and sent to last.
Ouch.
And then I managed to keep it clean for the entire 20 minutes and bring myself back up to 9th out of 25.
That's really, really good. As per usual, you showing your traditional high-level driving prowess.
I think high level's a bit much, but thank you.
Okay, you basically jumped in Formula Cars and started competing for wins in 3 days.
Yeah, but like, as I keep saying, it's not like I just downloaded iRacing with no experience and just started driving. I've got about cumulatively probably 500 hours over different racing games and another 500 hours in real life racing.
No, I know that, and I definitely can't discount that. You do have driving experience. But, okay, I'm 28. I've been driving since I was 14.
Oh, true, yeah.
I've been driving go-karts around my house. I've been an avid race car fan, and I've studied the sport for probably 15 years. And I can't do what you do at the level you do it that well. It's impressed the hell out of me what you've been capable of. Just kind of jumping out of the gate and being like, you know what, I'm going to just do this. And it's like, oh shit, you're actually really good really fast. That impresses the absolute shit out of me.
Let's see, you're gonna make me blush.
Hey, Ghoulie, just letting you know you're the better driver than both me and Soji. And
Let's go!
Yeah.
that's it. Like, you have actual racing experience. Me and Soji, not so much.
I have
I mean,
some
yeah.
actual racing experience, but not any good ones.
I mean, I think the next thing I'm planning on doing in real life is doing like an outdoor endurance with my team in a karting championship. Well, not in a championship, but like in a karting race.
I wish I had friends in real life who I could do that with. That sounds fun as hell.
Mm.
And I do not have enough real life friends who live near me that we can do that with. Like that would be rad as hell, but we don't have enough people.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one of the perks of having worked at a go-kart track is you kind of make friends with a few races.
Yeah, that's and again, nearest go-kart track to me that I could even work at in the evenings just for fun, an hour away. So I can't even do that. I can't even do leagues.
That is very true.
I swear, if I get this new job, I will only be, I think, 20 minutes from that karting center, and I will absolutely join a weekly league. I will give up bowling to do that shit.
The last time I did anything remotely professionally was when I was like 10 years old. And that's because my grandma stopped me from doing it.
Wow. I feel like I got into racing much later than you two. I only started really following F1 when I was 18. The first time I got in a go-kart was when I was 19. And now I'm 20.
And I suddenly feel even more inadequate than I did before.
You learn really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I have put in, I think I've easily done about 150 go-kart races over the nearly 2 years.
That's still really good though. To jump in that soon from when you started and just be able to pick it up like that is wild. Like nobody just jumps in like that and is like, "Oh, by the way, I'm just going to be good at this all of a sudden."
I did feel kind of bad for my roommate. He was the guy who took me first, and he had been going go-karting for probably like 4 or 5 years. And I think it was the 10th session we did together that I was lapping faster than him constantly.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Again, okay, the mythical A-Dog I always speak of. He's only been on stream once. He's actually told me he wants to come back again, so we may have an A-Dog stream soon. But A-Dog is the only person I know in real life who I know for a fact can keep up or outpace me. He has run over, I think, 28,000 laps in NASCAR on video games in his history. He's run, I think he said at least 10 Coca-Cola 600s. He's run like, I want to think, 8 or 9 full Daytona 500s. He just goes home after work and will sit down and do a full NASCAR race after he eats dinner. And he does it all on controller. Everything is on controller, and seriously, I took him out go-karting, and within 3, we'd go out and we'd buy a 3 package of races. So you get 3 8-minute races. Third race, motherfucker's lapping same times as me. Like, how the shit are you doing that? Like, I know this.
Really
yeah. Like, oh wait, how long are your guys' races?
A regular session. Well, you'd normally buy 2 sessions, each 15 minutes.
Oh wow!
If you're doing a race, it depends on what the race is, but normally the races are 10-minute qualifying and about 50 minutes worth of racing.
Oh,
on the that I used to work at.
There's no qualifying. Ours is time attack. So
our public sessions are time attack, and then we do have actual proper race formats on the members' nights.
Okay, this is just open racing that we do.
Yeah, that's 2 15-minute sessions then.
Oh, see, we get 3 8-minute sessions. Probably because, let's be real, most Americans I don't think can handle 15 minutes behind the wheel. It's pretty pathetic how bad we are. Okay, it's not uncommon. The first time I went to the one, there's 2 of them. One is in a bigger city, and it is more rough surface. They're slick tires, but think more of like road course NASCAR. Lot of rear wheel slip, a lot of how shall I say, unpredictable conditions all the time. And then the other one is all on freshly paved concrete or asphalt, on a purpose-built facility, rather than just being stuffed inside an old Kmart. It's a purpose-built facility with proper chicanes, and it's more like F1. You very rarely ever get any tire slippage. It's almost all full grip, hunkered down, glued to the track kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's fun as hell. But the I've got to do both of them, and where was I going with that? I got distracted. Fuck. What were you just talking about with?
I have no idea.
Shit.
I haven't. I mean, I was thinking, on my go-kart track, we have such smooth ground that you get a load of sliding, and you kind of have to be wrestling the car to get grip. You have to fight for that traction.
That's the way the big one is in the old Kmart. Not because the track is smooth, but the exact opposite. It's just a ripped up old concrete. That was a concrete floor that had tile on it. They ripped the old tile up, and there's just old glue laying around in some places that's still stuck to the floor.
That's so dangerous. I don't understand how that's legal.
It's fine. I mean, people never crash, but it's really hard to find the grip. That's where I was going with that. That's where I was going. So the rougher track, I've raced against people of all skill levels. I've raced there more than anywhere. Holy shit, are people bad drivers. It is unreal to see the lap times. It's not uncommon. I can run just over a 30-second lap time on the track. I can run like a 31, 32 area. The track record's like 30.5. But the problem is the barriers move every time somebody crashes into them a little bit, and they never reset them.
Yeah, you showed me.
So yeah, the track is often changing, and sometimes that like original time is just not possible. So within a second or two is good, but it's not uncommon to get out there, and then there'll be we'll say the usual offenders are a couple of like younger teenage girls who are a little bit more afraid, is the usual demographic. They'll go out and put down a 59-second lap time. So you are literally going twice their speed on the same track. And of course they don't know about apexes, cornering, or clearing out of the way of the racing line. So you'll just round the corner and Grandma Mavis is sitting on the apex. And you're like, what the fuck? So then all of a sudden you gotta lock the cart up sideways, kick the throttle again to kick it in the ass and straighten it back out, and then try to go around them on the non-optimal line while they're being blue and yellow flagged to death as they sit there just staring straight over the wheel. It's like, oh boy, here we go. So you've got that, which is difficult enough. But I went to the one in, well, I can't say where, the F1 style one that I've been to. I got to go to there and race my first ever time. It was me and 2 teenage girls. And, of course, I was third on the grid out of the 3. I'm like, really? I hope these girls know what they're doing. Spoiler alert, they didn't. The green flag dropped. You know, they unloaded the carts. I went to hit the gas, and the girls never came off idle speed. What are we doing here? So I crept along behind them for 5 or 10 feet. They're not going. Like, well, maybe they'll go once they see I can go. So the second the barrier opened up to the right, I punched it, and I blew their doors off, went right around them. Well, they see that, they finally, they like let off the gas and hit it again, and they actually went. I'm like, okay. So I take off, I look back, they're gone. The shit? Where'd they go? I come back around, I think I'm coming into like turn 2 or 3 on lap 2, And all of a sudden, there they are in front of me. And I'm like, oh shit. I did a full lap and a half, and they've just now completed lap 1. I'm coming around on lap 2, hitting them on their first lap. I'm like, oh, that's not good at all. So, yeah, I ended up... I think I passed them in a 9-minute race, 30-ish second laps, where I was putting... maybe... We'll say this. I think it was a 10-minute or 8-minute session. I was lapping in about 30 seconds, and I put 16 laps in. I would estimate I had to lap them 13 times. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is the kind... Now, there are some times where I actually meet a driver of my skill level, and it's fun. But it's pretty rare. Most of the time, you get the people who are 8, 10, 12 seconds a lap slower than you in a 30-second lap, and you're like, oh, dear. And it's like, one lady I passed, she looks over at me, I'm sitting there, I'm blowing everybody's doors off. I was driving one-handed because I thought it was funny. I pass her, I'm driving one-handed, I passed her on the outside. She looks over, I see her eyes get about as big as dinner plates, and I just kind of held my other hand up and waved. Poof, and I was gone. 3 laps later, I look over, it's the same lady, and it's me again passing her, and I see her, like, her eyes get even bigger, and she, like, does a double take, and, like, takes her hands off the wheel to, like, give me the shoulder shrug, just waved again, blew her doors off again.
Oh, man. Yeah, no,
That's the
our track, you kind of either get really quick people or really slow people.
Yep.
But then you get the off person who's like not very quick, but defends like God knows what. And the amount of times I've had to either bump past them or just stick a corner around the outside, hitting the best drift of my life. Oh, it's because obviously when you're a staff member, you can't just force your way through. You can't just smack someone out of the way.
No.
Because then you get in trouble. Now I'm not a staff member, it doesn't matter as much. But, you know, trying to navigate those tricky drivers actually really helped me on iRacing. We had... there was a guy on a race I did, I think yesterday or the day before, where I was yesterday, I was in the for the FF 1600 race I told you about.
Yeah.
Where I got flown off at the start of the race. Towards the end of the race, I came up on this guy who was lapping probably about a second and a half slower than me. But I was a lap down on him because obviously I got thrown off at the start of the race. Did this guy just let me by? No. He kept on defending like his life depended on it. Eventually, it took me about 10 laps to get around him. And eventually, he just made a mistake and I forced myself around him. But holy shit, I don't understand some people when they're so much slower than you, but they feel the need to just defend like their life depends on it, even if it doesn't matter for position.
Yeah. I went to one, it wasn't even timed. It was like a mini golf place that did these shitty little, like, 12-mile-an-hour go-karts. They weren't even fast. Like, I'll do go-karts, it'll be funny. And we're going so slow, you can have a conversation with the person you're racing against if you're the same speeds. So this is not a fast track by any means, or fast karts. So, I'm sitting there, and of course, me being a sim racer and an experienced... I mean, I was actually a legitimate go-kart racer for a short time. And, I'm driving around, and of course the, the one guy sees me coming, and he sees that I'm fast, so he's trying to race me, and of course I just blow his doors right clean off.
Sorry, I just saw you spin.
Yeah, I know, I'm still a rookie in this car.
It's a hard car to drive, man. It's not easy.
Is it weird to say this is easier than the Formula V, though?
No, it is easier than a Formula V. It has better aerodynamics.
For sure.
And this is an easier track than Virginia, for sure.
Yeah. That's why I saw it was at Navarra, and I'm like, I don't know Navara very well, but I'm going to try to learn Navara and the FF at the same time. Seems like a good way to do it.
Try and shift a little bit earlier. These cars don't have turbos. You don't gain anything from revving super high.
Oh, really? I was just trying to run it up to about 7.
Nah, I mean, I normally shift between the 4th and the 5th indicator light.
Oh, okay. I've been watching the rev counter, actually.
Nah, you get used to just using the indicator lights and engine sound after a while. I don't think I ever look at the rev counter on my screen.
In NASCAR, that's what we get as a rev counter, so that's what I use.
Yeah.
Ah,
See, Formula and road cars, you get shift indicator lights.
huh. Yeah, I don't really. All we get is a tack that turns red, and when it turns red, you pull the trigger.
Yeah, think of the purple 5th light as that red indicator. So you see that purple 5th light, you want to shift up. You can rev it higher, but you don't gain any benefit from it, and you're more likely to, tap the limiter.
Gotcha.
And typically you get better traction in higher gears on these cars, so shifting up early can be beneficial. Hey,
Just-
you're not spinning it now.
No, it's better. I don't spin this car as much, which is good.
Yeah, I think best advice I can give you, you don't want to be in first gear. Try
Really?
and stick the 2nd and above.
There's
First gear,
so
you
many
hit that.
slow corners on this track, though.
There are, but I find at least if you shift down to first gear, you lose so much speed.
Really?
Your engine braking is really high in a Formula car. So
See, because like
on
right
this
there, I
car-
have no kind of gear pulling out of the corner.
on this car especially, I find gear 2 probably optimal for the slower corners. As long as you don't take the corner super early.
Interesting. Oh, yeah.
Keeping gear 3 for the faster corners. And you should be golden.
Huh.
Yeah, there you go. You're already a 2nd up on your lap.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, you lose so much shifting from 2nd to 1st because your range on the first gear is so limited in these cars.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. It's something that you learn just by pure experience. And I guarantee you, I will probably be wrong at some things, but it's just what I've picked up.
As fast as you are in Formula, I'm going to trust what you tell me.
Oh, apparently, in the F4 race I did earlier, I was up against a fucking ex-F1 esports pro.
Seriously.
Yeah, his name was Danny something.
Interesting.
But he was lapping consistently 2 seconds quicker than me. And he won the race. I was nowhere near him.
I mean, no surprise there. F1
Yeah, no.
esports pro.
He was
you go and
stupidly
beat
fast.
that guy, and I'm going to be more than impressed after that.
Yeah, no, I don't know why he was in my lobby. It was only a 1900 iRating lobby. So obviously that's high for me, but like for an ex-F1 pro, also driving a Formula 4 car, I don't know, it was a bit weird.
It's wild you can just pick up on these things. What the fuck? I'm 3 seconds up again.
Yeah, no, once you figure out something on the track, you carry more speed through a corner, you gain so much time on that, it snowballs so much more. Because not being funny on NASCAR, you kind of stick to sort of the same speed throughout the majority of it, and you can gain and lose certain amounts of speed. But it's
Yeah.
nothing like what you can gain and lose in a Formula car on a longer track.
That's crazy to me. Jesus, I just went 152.5.
I reckon, obviously it would take a long time, it would take a lot more experience, but someone who, like, say Max Verstappen in this car, probably whittle that down to a 146 or a 145.
That's insane.
there's so much more time to gain in Formula because it's so the track's so much longer and the cars are a lot more varied in their speed and their tires. It's wild. I agree. Also, one thing to note, you are getting a lot of off tracks. Generally, the rule on these types of circuits that you want to follow is you need to keep at least 2 wheels or before the white line.
Yeah, it's not that I'm trying to push the boundaries too much. I just genuinely miss the corners that much.
Oh no, I understand. I do that all the time as well. There are certain corners that you can get away with keeping 2 wheels on the curb and that'll still be within track limits. But that's on a corner by corner basis. Ooh, spin.
Almost. I saved it though.
You did. That's also something that's really good to learn in Formula, how to save car spins. Because it's really fucking difficult. Alright. As fun as this is, it is now 2:30 in the morning. I need to go to bed.
Yep, I understand completely. Have a good night and rest well. Enjoy your sleep.
If you do any Formula races, send me your results. I want to see them.
I will absolutely send you my last place crashed out on lap 5 results.
Send me a replay. Actually, I wanna do a replay analysis with you.
Sounds good. Yep, there it went. Lap 5,
Adios.
I spun it.
Yeah, well, 5 laps is 5 laps. Well,
Yeah.
these. If you're wait, are you doing D class or rookie?
Rookie.
If you're in rookie, it's what, a 9-lap race? So you got halfway there.
Yeah, halfway
As-
to actually
As the
finishing.
tires start to die, you want to coast.
Really?
Be more gentle and maybe not fully coast, but like say through that corner instead of being foot all the way to the ground, you want to come off 60% throttle. Something like that. Just try as soon as you start to feel a lack of traction.
Because
Just
I'm off throttle
slowly
right there.
lift.
You can see my thing at the bottom. I'm off throttle.
Oh
Completely.
yeah, you are. Are you braking into the corner? Let's take a look. Ah, that's where it goes. You've still got a little bit of brake on as you're turning in.
You gotta. This one you have to brake without turning too.
Yeah. Well,
This is
not while you're so the way the tires work in Formula, your first out lap your tires are going to be cold, so the car's going to be really slippery, so you got to take it a bit more controlled, get those tires warmed up.
okay.
Normally that only takes about 1 lap, and in your second lap,
Well, that was lap
One-
5.
yeah, so from lap 2 to on a track as long as this, probably about lap 4 or lap 5 if you don't have too many slides and spins, your tires will grip a lot better. And then past there, you'll start to slowly lose more and more grip. So you'll get to a point, by the time it gets to lap 9, you will feel like pretty much every corner your car starts to slide away from you. And that's where you need to brake slightly earlier, make sure you are not turning and braking, and coast a bit more on the faster corners.
Okay, so it's.
You just got to get used to the feeling of how the car feels when it's going to spin.
Okay, so it's more about the. It's more about coasting and like trying to ease it through the corner than it is trying to break down into the corner hard.
Basically, yeah. Once you get past your first couple laps, it's all about tire management and just making sure you keep on the track. Because you'll notice even when you're racing against other people, if they're pushing super hard, they're going to make mistakes a lot easier. And that's when you take advantage of that.
Gotcha.
Big
So-
thing here is not just forcing your way alongside, just keep it calm, make sure you don't make contact, and try and force them into mistakes. Maybe, take a look on their inside and then go back out to your outside line. You're allowed to do that. The only main rules is on defending, you're only allowed to make 1 move to defend, and you're not allowed to move under braking. As in, like, move to defend under braking.
Really?
Yeah, well, obviously in a rookie lobby, people won't listen to that. But yeah, those are general rules of Formula. You can't do either of those things. Are very, very strongly looked down upon because it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, I guess.
If
Yeah,
I
that does make sense.
It's something that happened in I think it was a 1600 race the other day. I was racing against a guy for like 15 laps. I was right behind him, looking to the inside on corner one. There you go, prime example of you need to warm up your tires.
Yeah.
And he, under braking, came across to defend me. And because he tried to move, like dart across under braking, his brakes locked up completely and he just went flying off the track.
Oof.
It's either that or your brakes, the person isn't expecting it and they will brake later than you and they will go right into the back of you. A big part of Formula racing is predictability. Just because, unlike NASCAR, you don't stick at a constant speed, you brake a lot heavier.
I've noticed that's the one thing I've struggled with Formula racing. It's like trying to, and sports car as well. You can't just float the car into the corner. You have to actually brake and turn, which is so strange.
Yes.
I'm so used to floating it in on the high speed, and just float it in, get it, find where it sticks, and then find your line.
I mean, on a high-speed corner, sure, do that. On your low-speed corners, no, you need to brake.
Well, NASCAR
get
doesn't
the
have
movement.
low-speed corners.
No, exactly. A big thing is getting your car slow enough to where it turns nice and easy, and then once you've got that turning done, straighten up, get on the power early, power through the apex, and get a jog on. It's a lot more complicated than NASCAR. It takes a lot of learning the corners and pre-planning. I have this guy on my right hand side. I need to get a bit more rotation, so I need to wait on the acceleration a bit more to get that rotation and then power out. It's a lot to think about when you're used to just haha turn, haha grip, haha go.
Well, there is still that aspect of NASCAR too. The over-under, the how do you pass, the when do you pass, the where do you pass kind of thing.
Of course, but
this is just there's right turns and no more banking to help you.
I find NASCAR overtakes so much easier because while you do have to judge it, it's also you're always, as long as you're lapping about the same lap time as the guy, you're always going to be able to establish yourself alongside and then create an opportunity. So there have been NASCAR races where I've been alongside someone for 10 corners in a row and then I managed to get past them. On a Formula track, it's not quite like that. It's rare to get opportunities to pass because of how defending works in this.
Huh. Let's see, that's where I struggle in every series is passing. Because it's like I don't want to be the guy who wrecks somebody else trying to go for position and get my ass reported. So I'm always very hesitant to make any passes at all. I very rarely actually make an advanced pass. I almost always start better than I finish. In almost every race I do, unless there's a big wreck that I take advantage of.
I think where are the replays?
Just very scared.
I think if you took a look at the replay I sent you, that's called Hero to Zero. There's a lot of examples of how to overtake in Formula. It's very much if you're like a second or a second and a half behind, you want to focus on making sure your exit of a corner is better than the guy in front of you. Try and break into that slipstream range, and then once you're in that slipstream range, when you're going down a straight or you're approaching a corner, think, am I close enough to make a move? Is there enough space to make a move? Is this a good corner to make a move? And then you have to just kind of trust yourself. Take a lunge, make sure your braking's right and you're not locking up your wheels. And just see what happens. Worst things come to worst. You brake a bit harder. You steer more into the corner, maybe take curb and get a worse exit, but you don't crash.
And you just said the three major words. Trust yourself. Yep, there it goes again.
Have trust in the car at least.
Yeah, because if
you
there's
don't
one thing
trust
I've never
yourself-
done is I never trust myself with anything because I'm kind of a screw up in real life. If there's one thing I know how to do, it's fuck it up.
But on this, once you look, not being funny, the first time you go for overtakes and the first times you try and work it out, you're gonna fuck it up. Everyone does.
What's with the fucking lag?
But you are also in the rookie division, and well, I go into races in rookie division at like 2000 I rating. I get wrecked every fucking race. You see it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that happens at low level. People are still getting used to how to overtake properly. You'll get there. It takes time to learn. It's really not easy.
I know that's one thing I struggle with is getting anywhere near other people for the fear of wrecking them out. Because it's like your safety rating is everything in this game, and it's like I don't want to lose my licenses.
It
Hard
is,
to
but
get.
you're not gonna lose your formula license over anything, are you? Because you're a rookie license, right?
True, yeah.
So use your rookie license to learn, and then take that knowledge into sports car and NASCAR. Because
God damn.
surprisingly, it did help me in NASCAR quite a bit because I learned to stick to the outside, get that exit, and once you're on the exit and you're on that outside,
Yeah.
keep going, keep alongside, and then work out what to do into the next corner. But it's as long as you can learn how to race alongside someone, how to make sure you've got the room, how to afford them the room. That's when you sort of get used to the overtaking and properly defending in any series.
I suppose so, yeah.
It's difficult. It'll take time to learn if you've not done it much, but you know, if I can do it, you can do it, man.
Yeah. Well, I got to an A-class oval license by seriously just never having safety points. Qualify decent mid-pack, climb your way up through a few wrecks, get past at the end because you're shit at conserving your tires, start, 8th, finish 13th, and, hey, there you go. 2 incident points, started 8th, finished 13th, got 2 I rating points, but half a safety point, and there's your A-class license. I'm not actually competitive in any way. I kind of suck.
You can't really do that in Formula or sports car because you have to race so much more tight. It's not, well, you can just like make sure you're out of everyone's way, not go for any overtakes, but you also just run the risk of just flying off the track if you're bad, basically.
I suppose, yeah.
So you could farm safety rating, but it's not viable in the long term because as soon as you get up to those higher series, you're racing an F3, F2. You're gonna need to know that overtaking knowledge because once you've got the car to support it, you're gonna want to race people. So use this license to sort of get your confidence up and then go from there.
Gotcha.
All right. I
I'll
am
give it a
going
try.
now. Now, of course, it's a 3.
Yeah, go get some sleep. Thank you for that.
Take my inspirational words. Do great things. I know you can do it.
I'm glad one of us has confidence, because I'm still unsure, but
It's fine.
I believe what you say, I just don't believe in my own lack of talent, so...
Well, you've got your own little bunny mentor to sort of train you up in the world of Formula and sports cars.
I'm very grateful I do.
Hehe. Alright, see you later. Have
Later.
fun.
Night. there's a little bit better line. Excuse me. Yay! Spin it again. You fucking suck. Damn it. What looks wrong about my driving? Alright, well, we're going to go and see how much destruction we can cause, I guess. Oh. I just missed the race. It's already 9:45. Of course I did. Well, poo. Oh, it's not even here. It's at Winton. Navarra's next week. Oops. I'm practicing in the wrong car this whole time. Alright, let's try that. That is where this one's at, right? The production. I forgot, I gotta wait till next weekend if I want to do. I guess I could just try Winton. I just learned Navarra, though. God, I gotta learn another track tonight. Fuck it. Let's learn another track. Oh, I didn't want this. Where's the Ray 1600 at there? Alright, Winton. Let's go get wrecked. Let's go get wrecked. What's the difference? And which one is it? It's the National, okay. What's the weather? 67 overcast. No chance of rain. Overcast. What is the wind? 14 to 15. So we're actually pretty close there with 17. 16 to 17. Alright, well, let's go and, this track looks a lot more simple to learn, I suppose. So we'll see how it goes. I am not running VR tonight, by the way, just because I'm tired. Okay. Alright, we're just going to do a short lap around here right now. Yep. Why do you have to suck? Come on. And 100. Alright, well, attempt 1 was a failure. I'm very frustrated already. I was ever curious, that's my toxic trait, thinking I should be good at everything the second I start doing it. Just asleep at the wheel on that corner. What the hell? Come on, kid. Oh. Cooley was right. The power of the coasting. What the hell's with these cars? They just want to coast. It's weird thinking about driving without being in a control position. These cars want to coast. That's such a strange thought to me. Oh, my reactive image is broken again. Yep, and you suck. Discord. Why you no work right, Discord? How about now? Are we working? Yes, we're working now. Good. Get Discord. Alright. Got the track learned. Deserve that. Just dumb. That one was just frustration. Come on. This track is just so bizarre. Come on. Focus up. There we go. Back on it. Not gonna be my best lap. Whoa. Wait for the 100, wait for the 100, wait for the 100 now. Damn it. Again. I will never be good at this, and I'll never figure it out. And I'm just going to have to live with that. And I'm never going to stop trying. It'll be my way of learning how to accept failure in my life. Why? Why did it lose control? I swear I'll figure this out. Low. Nope. Failure. That's what I am to me. God, I hate myself. Really should know better. Yes! It's my best lap of all time. I'm glad I spun that one out. My negative attitude really doesn't help things, does it? It's probably why nobody comes to watch. Okay.
But at the same token, he's got about a 13-second gap ahead of him.
Ooh. I mean, he's definitely on an island of his own currently. I mean,
Oh, they only had 12 people drive tonight. Wow. Wanted to check in on the DLB TV Racing League tonight and see where they were at. Since I'm not running tonight. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We're rookies. What do we got to lose, right? Alright. I don't like 5 through 9. The rest of the track is good, but 5 to 9 is weird. 3's a little strange too. Ow. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Alright. Well, here goes nothing. My FFB. Yep. It ain't gonna be pretty, but we're gonna try it anyways, because there's only one way to get better. And it's to keep trying. Just too much of a natural pessimist to believe this is gonna go well. He's blowing my doors off. Fuck you, asshole. What was that move? Kind of kamikaze bullshit. What happened? Jesus. Cool. People are fun. Alright, well. don't know if that's my fastest lap around here or not. Optimal 127.2. I ran 127.6. Can't be too upset with that. I feel like I did alright. Probably qualified like shit, but... Ouch. Okay. Better. Hey? Maybe I'm not as bad as I thought there. 126. Whoa, hey. 126.9 was fast, so I'm only about 7/10 off. Which, I mean, isn't great, but better than nothing. Can't believe that. Well, see how we do. 1.86 miles, 12 turns, huh? Are these standing start races? Indeed, they are. I wish I would have practiced now. Alright, here we go. Car 8, looks like. Don't get too excitable, just sit and wait. Alright. Headset's comfortable. Ready? Well, that'll be easy.
time, dude.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, go. Ah. Come on. Drive, drive, drive. Damn it, that was an off track again. So much for a decent SR. Come on. Come on. Don't screw it up. This corner is the one I really don't like.
Hey,
Hi,
Sergi. How's your iRacing doing?
Shitty.
Okay.
The guy behind me is catching me like I'm standing still, and he spun out twice. So I am extremely bad as usual.
He's thinking going for a bump draft.
Yay, I spin again. There went my race. I just spun it.
You just want to vibe? And just chillax?
No, I want to keep racing. I'm upset with myself now for sucking because I'm an idiot. I'm down to just sit and chat with you, but I'm going to keep racing while I do it because I can't get any worse, so...
Okay, Okay, have you at least saw the video this morning?
I responded to it, Sadie.
Okay, good.
The one you DM'd me?
Okay, no, I see it.
Yeah, I was just saying, I responded to it already.
the double bang of the drums.
I know. What are the odds of that, right?
I will send you an image, but I will send you a very cursed video, by the way.
Okay.
Do not play it on. Do not play it on stream, or do not play the audio on stream.
I won't.
This is a very extremely cursed video.
What is it?
I
Have?
came.
Is it like on Seg sound effects or something?
No. It makes you want to ask why.
That's half of the internet, Sadie.
Just look at it. Then, if you're curious,
Well, I'm currently in a race right now, so I will look when I'm done.
how many laps left?
It's a timed race, and I don't know how to check the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Everybody else is just driving circles around me. They're catching me like crazy. I can't make this car go any faster, and they are leaving me for dead. So I just don't understand it.
What course is it?
Oh, fuck. That was another off track. Damn it!
What course is it?
Winton Motor Speedway. Come on, you're enough of a failure in real life. Quit fucking it up on the track, too. This is supposed to be the only thing you're good at. I got 8 off-track penalties already this race. And I'm still going too slow. I don't get it. Well, 2 of those were... I take that back. 2 of those were contact, and 2 of those were a spin. So I guess I have 4 off tracks, but still. That's 5 too many.
Is that in Australia?
Yes.
That is not. It's a GT course, isn't it?
We're running FF 1600 Formula cars.
Uh,
I got a 6
totally
point.
different. It's a totally different field from what you're used to.
Yeah, well, it's not like I'm any good at NASCAR either, so this is just now I go from really sucking to wow, I can't believe you're that bad at this.
Just
All right, at least I got 3rd.
yeah, I was gonna say just follow the line. Don't worry about. Be effective first on what you can find and score your best result. It's not like It's not like it's gonna damage your points too much.
I'm a rookie. So I'm a rookie. It won't matter. In Formula Car, I don't race, so I'd have no rating in Formula Car.
Exactly. So don't mind it.
No, I don't understand. I feel like I can go faster, and just it won't go.
Don't think about going fast. Just think about finishing the race. That's always the number 1 priority.
And I couldn't even do that without spinning it once.
No, if you spin, that means you're learning. Don't think about being a perfectionist. Just make sure that you finish.
Yeah, I kind of pride myself on low safety points, and I just had an 8 for 17 race. It's not my proudest moment. This is where I get frustrated. It's like I feel like I'm capable of more than I am, because it's like I understand racecraft. I understand how to go fast. But then I do it and it doesn't work. So it's like, is everything I know just a lie? Am I an idiot? Do I just not understand this?
Okay. You are in a new field of racing. You are.
Yeah.
And being honest with you, you scoring 3rd for their first time? They're like in the middle of the field?
Strength of field was 12:05. It was pretty weak. I'm a full 2.6 seconds off the best lap in the lobby, if that tells you anything.
Well, okay. So, strength. It doesn't matter on the strength. Remember, qualifying pace is always different than race pace. It don't matter if you're faster by lap or faster by.
No.
Anything
That is
necessary.
the fastest. Whoa! I can hear myself. What the hell?
Sorry.
No, you're good. But no, that is the fastest race in the lap in the race.
Okay, it don't matter. I'm just saying, Daniel Ricciardo in this last Formula 1 race in Singapore scored the fastest lap and he finished dead last.
Really?
Yeah. Fastest laps don't count. The one
when-
that counts.
When
You have-
they do when it's 2.6 seconds off. And I'm losing 2.6 seconds a lap to that guy.
I'm just saying, don't focus on it too much, dude. Keep focusing on it, you're just gonna damage yourself.
I don't know what else to focus on, though. I mean, I gotta find a way to get better, and right now, that was not good. Okay.
And I'm running an endless sea. It makes me happy. Fill me up with glee. There's bones in my jaw that don't have a flaw that can't offend me. My shiny teeth that twinkles just like the stars in space. My shiny teeth that sparkle, that me to my face. Shiny teeth that just like the tree.
Sadie, if you're singing, I'm just hearing every other syllable cutting in and out.
I'm reminded that Chip Skylark existed.
Who?
Have you watched Fairly Odd Parents?
Long, long ago.
Do you know a character named Chip Skylark?
Oh, wow, yeah. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Shiny teeth that glistens just like a Christmas tree. Honestly, because of him, I actually have good dental hygiene.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I didn't really get... My parents had Dish Network for a summer and then got rid of it because it was too much of an excuse to stay inside.
Well, it's beside the fact that Butch Hartman is a very controversial cartoonist. The original Fairly Odd Parents season is actually pretty decent.
I got to watch, like, a couple episodes of that, but not much.
God, I buffed Piper so much.
Alright, it's been, what? Alright, Sadie, I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna stay online, but I'm gonna go ahead and raid out to somebody. It's been almost 2 hours and nobody's coming to watch. And I think I'm just gonna go and grind on some practice tonight, so. I'm gonna stay and call, I'll hang out with you, but I'm not gonna bother staying live. Nobody's stopping by, so not much of a point tonight. I should have known better. It's Friday night. Nobody ever stops by on Fridays.
Yeah, because everybody else is streaming.
Yeah, pretty much. I may just quit streaming on Fridays and do something different. Make it my day
What-
off.
What do you mean quit streaming?
On Fridays.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna quit streaming all the.
No. You didn't. I must have cut out on that. Sorry. I may quit streaming on Fridays, just because nobody ever comes to watch. So there's not a whole lot of a point. You know, just make that my day off. You know, it's a good day since nobody ever comes to watch.
Because you do need to.
I need to what?
You need to have a day off because you have been streaming almost every day. If you
Well,
you
I'm-
didn't. You don't.
I'm usually
scheduled.
off. I'm usually off on the weekends. I don't usually stream Saturday or Sunday. And I usually at least have one day off during the week, so that's only about 4 days a week, which is, I feel like, pretty good, but yeah. That's about it, though. It's like, I may just try to look at maybe I can get a Saturday night. Well, no, because Saturday nights I go out a lot. Sundays are NASCAR. Fridays nobody comes to watch. That kind of leaves me Monday to Thursday.
He stood up to both parties on China and worked with Republicans to fight them because Sherrod
Yeah, well,
fights
either way. Let's see who's live so I can go raid out. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck yeah, Piper motherfucking wheels.
Well,
I love
that'll,
Piper.
that'll be interesting to go check out. I guess the
What?
I didn't race in tonight was league racing. I opted out tonight. I bowed out of the racing league for the evening. I do not have the skills to run road courses, so I just did not race. But apparently there was some big beef and it's a big disaster or something, so that's maybe I avoided something. I wonder if there's I'm gonna go check out the drama real quick. I'm curious now.
What's going on?
It's the racing league I do, the LBTV.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I switched off. Same as what happened. I missed the corner, I went too hot. Yep, fucking Sam Horst wrecked the field again. You can penalize for what I did, I don't care. Okay. Good grief. Wonder if he actually left. No, he didn't. Yeah, the, yeah, there's a full-on, race control updates. Yeah, just say no DQ, he left. That is hilarious. Dude straight up wrecked, just wrecked again. The same guy who took me out the last race just wrecked somebody else this race. Every race he's now wrecked somebody this season. So, that's, what a mess. I am so glad I didn't race in that tonight. The entire Discord just exploded. Jesus. I don't even know who it is. Funny. Alright, well. Looks like Diesel's on, and I don't think she's done yet, so... Yeah, she's still racing, so I'll go raid Diesel again. Alrighty, so... I suppose I can still raid, it won't hurt. I got one viewer, it says, so... I will say, having Diesel as a friend has actually taught me how to spell the word diesel, because I couldn't spell it before.
You don't know how to spell D-I-E-S-E-L?
I always wanted to spell it... I always want to spell it like dyslexic and reverse the letters. I always think D-E-I-S. And I know it's not. It's like it's making me spell it right, so. But, have a good night, everybody. My name's Soji, and I'm out. I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. Whenever. Catch you on the next one. Later.
Trying to assemble like a